Hola. And
Hola.
Buen camino. Look at her, little 8-year-old girl over here. Hola. Ninos and nada.
I'm 16.
Please, 18.
I'm 18.
Okay, gray beard.
If
going
anyone
to jail.
asks,
Okay.
gotcha. Yeah, if anyone asks, 18.
Hey, how are you doing? So edit, delete, whatever.
Having fun.
Yeah, so been a couple days since we had an update. Lots has happened. So as you know, if you've been following along, we started in Lisbon, and then we walked a little bit in Lisbon. We went to Porto. We took a train to Porto, and the train to Porto was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
It was absolutely beautiful. So
Yeah,
we started to walk from Porto, and we literally walked in a huge circle and ended up right back where we started again. And that was daunting because we were walking the littoral way, and which is right on the coast, right on the water. You're walking on the boardwalk where all the sand and the wind and the surf, which was absolutely stunningly beautiful, but at the same time beat us up.
Yeah.
I got, I don't know, sand or something in my eyes to the point where it was painful to even see. So we kind of went inland a little bit, and somehow ended up right back where we started. So
Right.
after walking for literally 2 days and finding we were right back where we started, we decided to hop a bus and take us up to Valença, which is in Portugal, but it's on the border, basically really close to the border. Well, we got on a different bus and ended up in Vigo, which was actually across the border from Spain, so from Portugal. So we were actually arrived in Spain, not by walking across the bridge, but in fact by bus. So
I'm glad we did, though.
yeah, it was great.
Looking back,
It was good. It
I
was-
really thought, and even told Jason this, I wanted to walk across the bridge from Portugal to Spain. I'm glad we did what we did.
Yeah.
First of all, we met incredible people, and
shout out to Ariana, and then we met and our little John. We also met Luca.
Luca and Johanna.
So we met some incredible
It's been
people along
great.
the way. It's been a really, really, really good
It's been
experience.
great.
So why don't you tell me a little bit about Vigo and what happened from there in our adventure?
Vigo was amazing. We got there late, and of course we wanted pizza immediately. Before we even knew where we wanted to stay, we wanted pizza. So we found pizza and we walked around for a while. But that's where we found our first fountain.
And we did, yeah. So
Found our first fountain.
So we probably walked about maybe 15, 20 kilometers, something like this, between Lisbon and Portugal, maybe a little more than that. And but there were no fountains anywhere. And the ones that we saw looked like they may have been fountains were dry rotted and deteriorated and non-functioning. There was no water coming out of them. It looked like they had been disassembled quite a few years ago. Quite a few. Like, we're not talking about U.S. quite a few standards. We're talking about like 100 years ago it was disabled.
And one of the highlights of his Camino in 2017 were the fountains.
Love
so
the
I have
fountains.
heard about the fountains. I was looking forward to the fountains. So what a disappointment when we found the ones that were not working in Portugal. But when we came across that first one, about 9 o'clock?
It was magical. It was incredible. And I kept, I talked about this for years, is that the water here, it literally, there's fountains everywhere. And you just put your water bottle up there and you drink it and you're good.
Makes no sense to an American, but it works.
And
It's amazing.
Fresh and
Cold.
cold.
It's insane.
Coming right out of
insane.
Mother Earth.
Yeah.
And it is absolutely beautiful. So you got to experience your first
Oh,
fountain.
it was it was incredible. Filled up the water bottle, did a little jump, a little dance,
Yeah.
a fountain dance.
And we've seen several since then.
Yeah.
It's been incredible. I have pictures of them, and we'll be eventually posting all those as well. But it's just incredible. Really love coming across the fountains. Also, got to see. So when we were walking in Portugal, and we were walking from Porto through the coastal route, there were some markings, but they weren't consistent, and they were scattered.
Therefore, we did circles a few times in Portugal, as he mentioned.
So when we got here, we got to see our first Spanish Galician monument, the statue, if you will, of the Camino, which tells you how many kilometers you are away, and so on and so forth. Phenomenal. It was exciting, and now walking,
I get it.
You get to see.
I get it.
You know, sometimes you're walking 50 feet seeing another monument, but sometimes you're walking for an hour, you don't see one at all. But the idea is you just trust the way. Yeah. If you're walking this way and there's no monument, you just keep walking. And eventually you'll see one. And truly it comes down to all roads lead to Santiago.
Yeah.
So super excited about that.
Portugal was beautiful. Porto, I loved, and of course the Atlantic Ocean gave so much. We met wonderful people. Spain is a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's really
gorgeous.
It feels more like you're welcome, like you're welcomed home when you arrive here.
Yeah.
In Portugal, there weren't many people like helping. Here, no matter where you go.
It's
They're
crazy.
like, hey, you know, the road, the Camino is that way, or, you know, are you okay, or can I help you, or they're just so wonderfully nice here. It's incredible.
We've had people literally stop in the middle of the road to make sure we knew where we were going, and we were on the trail.
We were on the way.
On the trail.
But I stop at every marker and take a picture of it. So I would stop at crossroads, and I'd be there, you know, pull my camera out, and of course we get out of the way of traffic. And they would just stop traffic completely. Go, are you okay? The Camino that way.
The Camino's that way.
And we're like, yeah, we get it. I'm just taking a picture, you know. So
it was awesome.
It was fun.
And then we have to tell the story. So I love flowers.
Oh yes.
You know the story. So I love flowers. We see wisteria. We see calla lilies or canna lilies. I don't remember which one anymore. It was just too exciting. Anyway,
calico cats.
Exactly. We saw a bunch of those too, and some dogs that were precious. But of course I have to go smell, and if I go smell them and then I see the Atlantic Ocean, it was a great picture. So Jason, being as wonderful as he is, comes over to take the picture for me. We both get in this horrible...
No. I go to take the picture, and
this is true.
I get closer to the wall so I can take a picture. So it's beautiful.
That's right. It is beautiful.
And there's this plant that
and it was pretty
brushed against,
pretty purple flower,
barely brushed against, and it literally felt like a searing knife was cutting into my flesh. Not just a little, like where your flesh would fillet open and just burn. And I say to her, "Hey, be careful! That plant, it bites." So what does she do?
I gotta feel it.
Walked right. Put her finger up to it.
I thought surely he can't be talking about this beautiful purple.
Yeah.
Holy hell! It touched me on my leg, and I have base layer on. I got base layer on, and it hurt. And we paid the price.
And for 2 days, we're still feeling the sting. It feels like a jellyfish sting. It's crazy.
You even said yesterday it felt like we should just cut our legs off.
I know.
It was bad.
It really stung really bad. And stayed with us for days.
Oh, yeah.
So
crazy.
This is our second day after that, and it's better today, but you still know it's there. So
we chalk it up to a jellyfish sting.
Yeah,
they think,
it's a scary plant. So
nobody peed on anybody, by the way.
Yeah. We stay away from. If you're a diver, you understand.
You get it, yeah.
If you're not, you're grossing out right now and vomiting in a bucket. But anyway.
No, and if you know me, you understand.
So yeah, I stay away from all plants now. She still randomly wanders into places. Today she's wanting to
go to the potty.
That's a good way of saying it. I was going to say evacuate bodily fluids along the side of the road, but whatever. And she's like, takes off her pack. I'm like, what is your plan exactly?
Plus, there's two people on the side of the road watching.
I want to go up there. I'm like, where Death Plant is? And she's like, oh my God, you're right.
There was a whole pasture of them. I couldn't believe it. And I was looking at the fountain. It was so beautiful. And I was focusing on the two people sitting on the side of the road that were going to actually watch me go to the bathroom. But I had to go.
Yeah. Well, we angled her so she wouldn't.
You did, yeah. Right behind a big tree.
Goodness,
I was going to walk right into them.
Right
it would have been a full body jellyfish sting. Death plant sting.
Yeah,
so he saved my life today.
So that was pretty scary. So yeah, that's kind of.
We made it to Arcade.
Yeah, we're in Arcade
the city of
now,
Arcade.
and there is the Castillo the Santo Mayo, which is a 12th century military outpost.
So neat.
Also a summer home to the noble.
Yeah.
Which has now been converted into a destination wedding place.
Exciting.
So,
How exciting for you.
so that's where we are right now in Arcade, and we're going to be spending the evening here, getting up early in the morning, and if you know us at all, early in the morning means sometime between 9 and 10.
Exactly, yeah.
And we'll head out to Ponta Virda, or Ponta Virida, something like that.
Something.
It's in that
Starts with a
ballpark,
P.
and we're heading that direction tomorrow morning. And so,
Yeah, we've been told we have to get out at 9 o'clock.
we're on a
It
curfew
was
there.
so funny.
But then we leave, and then you got to have, of course, an hour for coffee in the morning.
And pastry, which we'll probably come back here.
And we found this incredible place here, Acuna.
Took care of that problem today.
Yeah, Acuna. This is Acuna.
Acuna.
Says all you need is pan, bread, biscuits, cake, and some cupcakes too.
And we had all those tonight.
And we had all of those.
So we're going to be able to fly back to
Very
the
good.
Alberta instead of walk.
So that's a wrap up, I guess.
Yeah, we're waiting for the pizza place to open, and they don't open until 8 p.m., so y'all get us for a little bit. But thanks for joining us, guys.
Thanks for joining on the way, and we'll update as often as we can. We're trying to cut the days down a little earlier so we have a little more energy and not having to wake people up to make a video for you. So
We have the Atlantic at our back now, right?
it's actually just over here to our left. Still.
Yeah, well,
we
it
still
went.
haven't left.
It went
Atlantic.
away. We found a beautiful bridge, which you'll see us post.
We went up and over this incredible huge mountain. Literally,
amazing.
I walked the Camino in 2017, and it was uphill the entire way. And that was coming from the north to the south. Here we are coming from the south to the north, and somehow it's uphill the entire way. So, but we went away from the ocean, crested a big mountain, came back down the mountain, and now on the other side of the mountain we're seeing the Atlantic Ocean again.
And so glad, because we were told that was going to be it yesterday. So what a beautiful sight as always.
I think
we love our water.
Off and on up into Ponta Virda.
Yeah, we love our water.
But so it'll be really interesting. Like right now, it's probably 300 yards from us, and it's water over water. So
it's 60-something degrees today in Spain.
62 degrees
Gorgeous.
Fahrenheit in Spain, so it's a great, gorgeous day, sunny and bright.
We have been so
expect
blessed.
rain every day. and
Every
we've
day.
had just a hint of rain one day. It's been very blessed. So
Yeah.
all right, wrap it up.
Yay.
Love you guys. Thanks
Thank
so
you.
much for joining us, and buen camino.
Buen camino.